You see, in life, there are two sets of people: those who believe that they can, and those who believe that they can't. And both of them are extremely right with their premise of thought. And in today's video, we're going to explore the idea that how am I going to achieve opportunities or even attract opportunities in my life by just changing three things that is going to inform us in the next phase of our lives, since we have decided that we are going to transform our lives. The idea that I may not be able to achieve a certain goal or a certain ambition that I'm having is pegged on these three things. First is the mindset. The mindset and the thought of what I want to achieve can be achieved by a person like me or cannot be achieved by a person like me. Both those two people are correct, and the world is run by those two sets of people. There are those people who, when they see a problem, immediately they see a problem, they're like, I raise my hand, I can't do this. A person like me cannot be able to solve such a problem. There is someone else out there who is better fashioned, who is better well resourced to do certain problems. As for me, I just gave up. Hands off. I can't do this. But the idea that I cannot do it, it closes our minds to even look for opportunities or ways to solve certain problems. I remember in the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, this one thought that the rich dad kept on telling the writer of the story, or the person who's telling us the story, that is Robert Kiyosaki, that anytime you find a problem and you say you cannot do that problem, you have already zeroed all your chances of ever achieving that goal. For example, you have started a business and you want to conquer a certain market segment, and you're like, oh gosh, there's a bigger player who is already in that segment and I cannot be able to do XYZ. I cannot go and conquer them. They have the enough budget on marketing, they have boots on the ground, but you have not even explored on the idea of what if I try this. Immediately you close your mind onto an opportunity, you've already lost the game. The thing is, as long as you put your foot forward and try and do it, you have already given yourself an opportunity to succeed. You never know, probably the big player market who has already conquered that market segment, probably they're not doing one thing. Maybe they are not even figured out what their consumers really want. Maybe you taking time and reaching into the market, maybe you will see an opportunity that is going to propel your business to the next stage. Immediately you close your mind, immediately you box your mind that this is the way things have always been done. You are not going to achieve your goal. You're not going to attract the opportunities that are there already in the market, that are waiting for you to do them, right? I remember there's a time I kept on asking myself, since I ran a set of businesses, right? How am I going to start? And the question has always been, I don't have enough capital, I don't have enough networks, I don't have enough clientele to even say that this product that I'm bringing to the market has XYZ or X number of people who need it. But it's just by the idea that if at all I don't start, I don't get to know one. I don't get to have the empirical data to say, if we are going to offer them solution X, then Y people are coming. If we are going to give them A, then B people are going to show up. It's until you take that courage and start and take that courage and say, I know everyone says that I can't be a trader in the stock exchange because I don't have enough capital. But what if you put it in yourself and say, I will start with 1,000 shillings every month, or I will start with 500 shillings every month. Immediately you say, I will want to. Now the doors of opportunities start opening up. The second reason why I don't see so many opportunities for guys opening up is that they fail to ask questions. You see, most of us walk in this world with the idea that I'm the superhero, I can do this, I can get it done. Surely you can do it. But the world is not a place where you have the monopoly of knowledge or the monopoly of experiences. Reach out to someone else and ask them, in this problem, how are you able to solve it? In this problem, how are you able to go around it? I believe in any experience or exposure in life, whatever you're going through, at least there's one person in the world who has ever gone through that, or several people who has gone through that, or something similar, or something close to that, and you can borrow a leaf from them. And here, this is a call out to, I know it's a problem to so many men, but it's a cut across problem, whereby everyone will want to be looked up as the guy who has all the solutions. Maze, you don't have the monopoly of knowledge. You don't have the monopoly of understanding everything in this face of world. You just have to sit down sometimes and listen. Sometimes you just have to listen to such podcasts like this, such conversations. You have to sit down with people who have gone through that problem. You have to reach out on email or on call or even text someone. You're like, I'm starting this product and I've seen you do X, Y, Z. How will you advise someone who's starting? And I am pretty sure as long as there's a sane leader out there, immediately they find someone who is interested in whatever they went through, they are willing to hold someone's hand. And I do believe immediately you set yourself for the opportunities to come through, opportunities are always going to flow through your sides. Ask questions. And there's one thing that I always keep telling myself. The world is always waiting with answers. And the only thing that we really need to start doing is asking the right questions. It's not how are you managing your 10 million portfolio, is guide me through the steps of even making or what's the kind of character does it mean to have a $10 million portfolio. You see, when you ask some important questions, important answers are going to show up. Is it someone who said, yes, we have the era of AI whereby the prompts are helping us become kind of smarter, but if you're going to give the AI dumb prompts, it's going to give you dumb answers. If you're going to send to the world some like foolish questions, the foolish answers is going to find you, right? So you need to go out and ask these questions. Find the right people to ask these questions and find the right tribe to build up some certain conversations. Have these conversations around yourself, whereby you're hanging around with people who are seeing possibilities, people who are seeing solutions, people who are seeing it can be done. Not just people who are always complaining that, oh, the government this, the government that, oh, the rates are like this. Even in the most dire times of recession, there are still people who remain afloat. And those people who, with resilience, they cut through, they are able to parachute, especially after the curve now it's starting to rise up. You can be able to rise up even in the times of recessions. You can do it and you can get it done. Now, the third and final thing that I would want us to think about, even as we think about opportunities and how to achieve them, is to sit down and analyze. Every experience in his life is not of waste. Never waste any kind of experience. It's in the 1800s whereby in Europe there was this sickness. It was nicknamed the death of childbed, and doctors kept on wondering why in the next 48 hours of a mother giving birth, why are women dying? Immediately after giving birth, a woman dies after 48 hours. And the question lingered them for a whole period of time. And this one doctor, I think it's Wilder Holmes, was like, guys, I don't think all you doctors, before you perform your operation, you're washing your hands. And let me tell you, all these doctors were mad because they were like, "Oh, how dare you bring this problem to us, and we want a serious solution." And it took them like 30 odd years, trying to debate this question of, do you really mean that us washing our hands can really save us from this menace? And true to it, after these guys started sterilizing their equipment and washing their hands every time they did these operations, the sickness dwindled every now and then. The experiences that you're passing in life, there are two ways of looking at it. One, you have to sit down and analyze. And the second thing, probably you're the problem. Now let's explore the first thought. How much time are you taking off from doing something or after an experience and analyzing what you have been going through? Taking note, I took step 1, step 2, I took a loan of 2 million shillings. I put it in my business. How much money has it probably been able to return back as new business? How much money have I been able to spend in improving my business and it has come back after X number of months? Let me tell you, there's no way you're going to run your life on autopilot whereby you're like, I've put in money in my business, now let the business run itself. No, you have to increasingly be into your business like that. Like you are literally, you can almost breathe the air of your business, whereby you know A to Z about your business, everything. You know how many foolscaps are there, you know how many copiers are there, you know how much ink is there, you know how much electricity tokens you have, you know every detail. You have to analyze, because it's in this analysis whereby you will now have empirical data for you to make certain decisions. Second thing is whereby you're looking at the opportunity and then you're like, I think I'm the one who is the problem. Whereby there's this opportunity, yes, I had speed to market, I was the first person to go to it, but I didn't go in well. You have to look at yourself critically and be humble enough and say, by the way, I didn't do this well. I didn't take my team well. And as long as you're free and willing to accept kushangiliwa, you also need to be free and willing to accept criticism and to accept the fact that sometimes you're not always 100% right. You can be wrong, and we are human beings, we can be wrong. But as long as you can accept that this failure was because of myself, you're willing to grow. So I'm calling upon all of us, even as we are these two people in this world, who do you decide to be? Are you going to be the person who, anytime an opportunity comes, you're going to say, I can't do it? Or you're going to be the person to say, oh, hell yeah, bring it on. Immediately there is a solution when you step up. As long as you think of a possibility, then it can be done. And see you on to the next one. Peace.